this point, it's also my pleasure to introduce our Vice Chair of the Office of Medical Education, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Dr. Marina Catallozzi, for some remarks on our most recent alumni or to-be alumni and some other recognitions of note. Thank you, Dr. Catallozzi.
Thank you, Dr. Orange, and what an absolute pleasure to be with you all this morning and really to celebrate the alumni. This next section, really, I'm excited to celebrate our learners who have been really, I think for all of us in our Office of Medical Education, Diversity and Inclusion, our OMEDI, really our inspiration and the wind beneath our wings this year. I just shared in the chat that we are going to have a PAS virtual event. I will share it again throughout the rest of the time, and we'll send it out to those of you who received an email about this event today. Even if you don't attend PAS, we hope that you can come, send out the survey, and we'll connect you with one another during that 1 hour on May 1st. So I get the great pleasure of giving out awards. Quite frankly, every single one of our learners who has worked so hard for the children that we've cared for this year really deserve an award. And these are just some standouts that I want to bring out. I know some of them are on today, some can't be, and we'll celebrate again at class day. So our first is the Rebecca Schwartz Memorial Prize, and this goes to Angelina Steffens. And to remind you about the prize, it was established in November of 1981 by Dr. and Mrs. Stephen M. Schwartz. It's a memorial tribute to their infant daughter, Rebecca, who died after surgery to repair a congenital heart defect. In appreciation for the support and care they received throughout Rebecca's life, the Schwartz family established this prize to be presented to a senior medical student conducting outstanding research. Angelina completed a 2-year Howard Hughes Medical Institute fellowship during her time at VPNS, and she studied cutaneous T-cell lymphoma. She has matched at Stanford for pediatric residency, and I very distinctly remember during her MCY, her major clinical year, her rotation on cardiology, and really just how excited she was and how grateful we are that she is going into pediatrics. So congratulations, Angelina. The next prize is the Harry S. Altman Memorial Prize, and this goes to Teresita Velez. And this prize is presented annually to a senior medical student who demonstrates enthusiasm and eagerness and integrity, honesty, dedication, and this is all for the health and well-being of children in the best tradition of Dr. Altman. Teresita has shown that and more at VPNS with her her commitment to the Q Clinic, which takes care of LGBT youth and adults in the community, and on the COVID-19 Student Service Corps, and she's also a Brown Scholar. She's going to be a pediatric resident at Children's National Medical Center in the Primary Care Community Health Program, and she was selected for VPNS Class of 2021 Gold Humanism Honor Society. And congratulations. Our next prize is the Jerry Jacobs Prize, which goes to Estefania Chavez and Kirsten Craddock. And this prize is awarded to graduating students who have demonstrated excellence in the differential diagnosis and treatment of disorders in children as determined by the faculty. Estefania was inducted into the Gold Humanism Society this spring, and she's going to be a pediatric resident here at Morgan Stanley Children's Hospital, and we are so excited to welcome her after the incredible work that she's done at VPNS. Kirsten was also inducted into the Gold Humanism Society this spring and will be a child neurology resident at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and we're really excited for her to join pediatrics in this way. The next prize is the Emmett Holt Fellowship. And excuse me for 1 minute. This fellowship is going to Daniel Paul and Lillian Zerahun. And it's awarded to graduating students who have honored their, we are honoring here their promise in the field of pediatrics and their dedication to children. Daniel, after taking 2 years off in VPNS to dance professionally, was also inducted this year into the Gold Humanism Society and to the Alpha Omega Alpha Society this spring. He also is going to be a pediatric resident here at Morgan Stanley Children's Hospital, and we're so thrilled that he's decided to stay here with us. Lillian has done so much work in global and local inequities. She was also inducted into the Gold Humanism Society and Alpha Omega Alpha Society, and she will be a medicine pediatric resident at the Brigham and Women's Hospital. We're so proud of them and wish them the best of luck in their residency. This next prize for students goes to Kate Nicholas and Stephanie Granata, and this is the William Perry Watson Award. And this is the oldest award in the Department of Pediatrics, established in 1922 by Dr. Watson. It's awarded to members of the graduating class showing the most valuable work in the study of the diseases of infants and children during their courses. Dr. Watson was a graduate of the PNS class of 1878 and went on to become medical director of the Prudential Life Insurance Company. Kate spent a year of research focused on healthcare disparities, both globally and locally. She's going to be starting pediatric residency at the University of Rochester this summer. Stephanie was inducted into both the Gold Humanism Honor Society and the AOA Society this spring. She's going to be a pediatric resident at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. We are so incredibly proud of these students, and we know that they're going to go on to do wonderful things, and we hope that they come back if they're not already staying. Congratulations. The next set of awards goes to our house staff, and the first one is the Edwin C. Curran Jr. Award, and this is being awarded to Hadley Blumhart. This award was established by Dr. Curran's colleagues to honor the house officer who best exemplifies the ideas of humane and compassionate patient care that Dr. Curran so manifestly displayed during his long and distinguished career in pediatrics. Hadley has championed initiatives in the community pediatrics, global health, wellness, and palliative care curricula during her time as a resident. She'll be a pediatric palliative care fellow at Boston Children's Hospital next year. And really, especially during this difficult year, having Hadley's demeanor and ideas and support for resident well-being has really been critical. Thank you so much, Hadley. The Russ Macintosh Fellowship this year is going to Tom Choi. Russ Macintosh was chair of the Department of Pediatrics and director of the Pediatric Service from 1933 to 1960. During his tenure, he fostered a spirit of doubt and need for inquiry that led to breakthroughs in the treatments of many childhood diseases. The fellowship honors a pediatric postgraduate fellow who best exemplifies these attributes. During his fellowship, Tom's principal fellowship project was a retrospective study investigating the prevalence of arrhythmia after pediatric heart transplantation in the current era. He investigated the association between arrhythmia and transplant patients with significant pre-existing or newly detected donor-specific antibodies. He was recipient of the Matthew Hearts of Hope Research Award for $5,000 for this project. After finishing fellowship, he's going to be doing an advanced clinical year in electrophysiology at Children's National. Congratulations. The Milton Singer Memorial Fellowship goes to Jennifer Hammond. And this fellowship is presented to talented physicians who have completed their residency in pediatrics, planning a career in research in children's illnesses that held a special interest to Dr. Singer, particularly cerebral palsy and prematurity. Jen completed both pediatrics and neonatal perinatal medicine training here at Morgan Stanley. Her academic interest is in neurodevelopmental outcomes of infants critically ill at birth. She's staying on gratefully as a faculty member in the Department of Pediatrics, and we're so excited that you are. Bradley Gamble is the Metropolitan Fund Fellowship recipient this year. This was established in the Division of Hematology Oncology in 1986 in memory of former fellow Susan Fernberg, who died during her fellowship year. This award is presented annually to a fellow demonstrating excellence in the field of heme, onc, and stem cell transplantation. Dr. Gamble will be a neuro-oncology fellow at Rady Children's Hospital at San Diego next year. Congratulations, and thank you for all of your work. And finally, we have Faith Kim, and Faith is receiving the Gentian Wong Award. This Fellowship Award for Clinical Excellence in Neonatology was established in 2020 by the Division of Neonatology in honor of Dr. Gentian Wong. This award is presented to a graduating fellow who has demonstrated excellence in clinical care of neonates that Dr. Wong so manifestly displayed during his long and distinguished career. Faith completed pediatric residency at CHOP and her training in neonatal perinatal medicine here at Morgan Stanley. Her academic interest is in neurodevelopmental outcomes of infants critically ill at birth. She will be staying on as a faculty member in the Department of Pediatrics at Columbia and working to advance her research goals. And again, we're so excited that you're joining the faculty with us. I want to take a moment to show you where our wonderful graduating residents, again, who have worked so tirelessly during the 3 years here, caring for all the kids in our community and here at the hospital. Here's where they came from. In the program, you will see where they're going to some really wonderful careers, fellowships, practices, and hospitals. We are going to really enjoy having them be part of our Alumni Association. And more importantly, we are so excited that they are going to be caring for children in the future. If you look at your program, you can see where everyone is going, but we wish them the warmest congratulations and really look forward to celebrating them on graduation. Finally, I would be remiss not to call out our amazing chief residents who are really just the epitome of grit and grace, who have supported all of our learners and all of us so beautifully this year. Amanda and Kais, we're just delighted that you're staying on. Kais for Neonatology Fellowship, Amanda for Primary Care Research Fellowship, and we look forward to continuing to work with you. Finally,